you recall how we started our Strat-O-Matic playthrough, we first started by playing out last year's Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Eagles. If I recall, the Chiefs in our playthrough, absolutely destroyed the Eagles, which ironically kind of happened in our real timeline, only it was by a field goal. So now that the Super Bowl has happened in our timeline, it only makes sense to play it out here. So for this time, the Chiefs are back somehow. I don't know how they did it. And the 49ers will represent the NFC in this playthrough. Will we see a similar result in our timeline where the game goes to overtime, or only for someone to not know the new rules and for a certain team to win? Or will we have another blowout? I say we find out on this latest edition of Strat-O-Matic Football. Oh, I'm too tired out from the last week. Used up all my energy. It's gonna be a while before I recover it. Howdy, folks. Morgoth the Barbarian here, and welcome to another Strat-O-Matic football playthrough. Well, once again, we're running back the Super Bowl, only this time it's this year's Super Bowl. And of course, we have the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, the two teams that were in on it. Again, we played this all the way back, only the Niners were replaced with the Eagles. And that game, if I recall, the Chiefs absolutely blew out the Eagles, though in our timeline, the game was a lot closer. I'm hoping the game this time it's a little bit closer in this one as well, so we'll see how this plays out. We'll do this week, and then next week we're going to have another playoff, only with the four worst teams in our playthrough. So next week we will be doing Jets-Ravens, which were the two worst teams in the AFC. And then the following week will be, I believe, Panthers-Bears, or something like that. Those two teams will definitely be representing the NFC, though. The losers of both those games will face each other on live. I'm going to do it live, because why not? And yeah, whoever loses that game will be crowned the winner of Loser Cup. As you couldn't tell, that's something you don't want to win. So we can all point and laugh at them live. Okay, that sounds awful, but you get the idea. But anyways, let's run back the Super Bowl first, shall we? Just cause why not? So once again, we got Chiefs, we got 49ers, we got Chiefs. We'll see what happens, and in the meantime, let me get set up and we will get this party started. Alright, 49ers are in the red, being the away team. Kansas City is the green, being the home team. Look, they both can't be red here, okay? I know their team colors are red, but sue me. Oh, well, it is what it is. Anyways, 49ers, since they are the away team, will get the roll for this, and they're going to roll evens. Oh, would you look at that? It is evens. They're going to let Kansas City have the ball first, so the Chiefs will start us off. And let us be underway with the Super Bowl. I know, I mean, the Dolphins won ours in the real timeline, but this is the actual one, okay? I wish they won in the real timeline. I should say the one we played out. Number 6, and San Fran's going to have them return it from the 3 to start us off. Number 1 back. That is not the correct card. Oopsie daisies. Isaiah Pacheco is going to get 18. So Kansas City starts us off from the 21. All right. So I'm obviously using last year's card set. So the changes are going to affect Kansas City more than they affect San Francisco. There's going to be a lot of similarities. So, Kansas City's starting lineup. Juju Smith-Schuster is the flanker. He's with New England. Isaiah Pacheco is the running back. Travis Kelce is the tight end. Oh, good thing he's still around. Marquez Valdez-Scantling is the split. Patrick Mahomes is quarterbacking this team, as you might expect. Remember, there's no injuries. I believe we were setting them. And Kadarius Toney is the slot fullback. Just kidding. We're not doing that. It's actually Mecole Hardman. I mean, if I really wanted the Chiefs to lose this game, I could play Kadarius Toney. He might roll for offsides. I mean, yeah, we know. All right, we're going to start off with a run for Pacheco here. 1st and 10 from the 21. 6. And Pacheco only starts us off by getting a yard. That's not good. Whoopsies. So hold on, let me get it. All right, it is 2nd and 9 here. Niners have a pretty good defense, though, so don't expect much running. 7. It's a 7-yard gain for Juju Smith-Schuster. Again, some of these players are not on the Chiefs right these days, but here they are. 3rd and 2 now. 5 on a flat. 5 yards. It's Travis Kelce. It's a 1st down. All right. Well, that's about the typical Chiefs right there. All right. 1st and 10. Let's do Kelce again, but this time we're going to throw it. Niners gets wrong, by the way. 8 on a short. Doesn't matter. They sack Mahomes for a 9-yard loss. Oops. Let's see who got that sack. It is a right end, so Samson Ebukam gets it. So right away the Niners have a sack, and it's now 2nd and 19 here. 3 and an off tackle. Short gain from Pacheco. Will he get the 1st? No, he does not, but he gets a lot of yards. I believe that's 16. Yes, wow. Good run from Pacheco. He gets 16 on that one. It's now a more manageable 3rd and 3. Excellent job there. 3rd and 3 from the 41. 6, 5. Oh, that's a 1st. Juju Smith-Schuster again. We were looking for. Yep, flanker. All right, 1st and 10. 46. 7 on a short. 11 yards to mark. Oh, we have a penalty. Oopsies. Number 1, so there is no completion. That's probably a holding. No, it's offensive pass interference. So Valdez-Scantling got open and caught it for an 11-yard gain, but it turns out there was a reason why he got that open. Whoops! Oh, dear. Good job, buddy. 1st and 20 after the penalty. 12 on a flat. They guessed it correctly, so this is only going for 6, or is it? No, it's going for absolutely nothing because offsetting penalties redo the entire play. 1st and 20. Oh boy, here we go again. No gain, but there's a penalty against the 49ers now. So here's the good news and the bad news. It's a face mask against the 49ers. It's only a 5-yard penalty, but it's an automatic 1st down. So guess what? Yeah, that just happened. Leave it to Kansas City to get out of a 1st and 20 for 3. That is just pitiful. Ugh, 1st and 10 from the 41 after the penalty. That was just bad luck. 6 on a flat. Another penalty roll. What is going on here? Okay, this doesn't count for anything, but my goodness, I guess the refs are trying to hijack this game right off the bat. Anyways, it's 6 yards to Mecole Hardman. All right, 2nd and 4. You know what? I'm going to... Nah, they probably see it coming, my guess. Yeah, and they do. 8 on a short. I believe that's going to be a sack. Yep, Mahomes gets sacked. Oh, look, another penalty. What are we doing here? Well, there is no sack, unfortunately. Instead, there's a false start. That actually hurts the 49ers more than it hurts the Chiefs. Bummer. All right, 2nd and... Well, now it's what? Excuse me, I'm trying to figure this out. 9. 7 on an off tackle. Oh, no penalty. Oh, my God, that's a miracle. Meanwhile, it's no game for Pacheco. All right, I guess we're left with 3rd and 9. 9 on a short. To the receiver, it's Valdez-Scantling, and he gets nothing because it's incomplete. I guess that was a matter of time before that drive ended in, like that. Oopsies. All right, punt time as the Niners defense manages to hold. There are a lot of those in the Super Bowl, so of course we're going to have a whole bunch of them ourselves. 53-yard punt. 53, 45 from the 5. Return for a gain of number 2 back. Oh, that was close. Instead, it's a fair catch from Ray McLeod at the 15. Okay. So the Niners defense holds after the Chiefs were flirting with doing something, but alas, no dice for the Chiefs in that opening possession. 49ers starting lineup. It's going to be very similar to what we saw in the Super Bowl because there wasn't too many changes between last season and this. So here's the starting lineup for the there we go. Oh. The 49ers, now that I'm done messing around with that. And we got a player running away, and it's Deebo Samuel who is playing the flanker. Nice try. You can't do that. George Kittle is the tight end. Brandon Ayuk is the split. Christian McCaffrey is running the ball. Juwan Jennings is the fullback slot. Now, I should be playing Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback, but where's Brock Purdy? You know what? Because he was playing in the Super Bowl and all that, even though the Niners didn't use him in our playthrough, I'm going to play Brock Purdy anyway. So Brock Purdy gets a start, just for prosperity's sake. Again, I know I should be technically using Jimmy Garoppolo, but whatever. Close enough. We'll do it. All right. 1st and 10. Why not? Makes it more realistic, right? Speaking of things that are more realistic, we have a penalty roll. Which doesn't amount to anything, so McCaffrey gets no gain. All right. 2nd and 10. 2 on a flat, and McCaffrey's losing a yard. Wait, wrong card. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, even better. 2 for 4, it's a 4-yard gain. Everything else, nothing. And that's everything else, so nothing. So incomplete. Purdy misses McCaffrey on that one. All right, 3rd and 10. This is a little bit uncomfortable now, isn't it? All right, I'm going to be forced to do this. Let's hope there's no sack. 12 on a short. There's nothing there. Incomplete, and that was actually very close to rolling a sack. That would have been a safety. So Purdy tries to hit Samuel, and he finds nothing. All right, 4th down. We have to punt. 8. 44-yard punt. Not a good one at all. Wolf. That one's going to the number 1 back for a return of Absolutely nothing, but they're still in San Francisco territory regardless of the fact, so that works out for the Chiefs really, really well. Niners can't do anything. Chiefs can't do anything. Chiefs get it from the San Fran's 49 as we enter the break. And since this ain't live, guess what? We're getting some music. We're getting some speeding up. Yeah, we're not doing the 2-hour video. It's done. Oh, well. Hey, they took a week off, okay? So, good to be back. You're going to miss this guess. 5. Oh, God. Really? 2 through 6, 11, or 12? Oh, would you look at that? It's a fumble! And the Niners get it. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Very first play that the Chiefs have it on the Niners territory. They're looking good. They're about to do some great things. And Isaiah Pacheco coughs the ball up right on the very first play. Oh, you can't do it any worse than that. Javon Kinlaw forced that fumble. I'm going to say it says star with the highest, so Nick Bosa will get credit for the recovery. So Kinlaw and Bosa get in on that one. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. That was just bad luck. So now instead of the Chiefs having it with good field position, it's the Niners that get it right at midfield. Very unlucky. Wow. All right. Run. So 1st and 10. 3 on a flat. And would you look at that? Very first play. Touchdown. 21 yards. As Deebo Samuel catches it, weaves his way in and out, and scores from 20 out. Excuse me, I said 21. That's what it would have gone for. But Samuel only needed 20 to reach the end zone, and he got there. For some skilled weaving and round as the Chiefs' defense looks absolutely stupid. The extra point, meanwhile, for Robbie Gould is good. And we have our first score of this kind of Super Bowl, I guess you can say it is. The Niners strike first, and it is 7-0 in favor of the Niners. If I can edit it on my end, I don't know what's going on here. Uh-oh, technical difficulties. Hold on. Sorry about that. The scoreboard was having technical difficulties. I guess our scoreboard operator was taking a little bit of an unauthorized break, and we finally got him to convince him to change the scoreboard. I swear, I need better people maybe. But anyways, yeah, 7-0. 49ers take the opening lead with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Niners will see this one coming. Uh-oh, another fumble roll. 2 through 7, this is a problem. Hey, that's a problem. That's a fumble again! The Niners get it again! Oh! What is with Kansas City's running backs fumbling? This is not good. That's the second time in a row they have fumbled the ball, a Kansas City running back, that is. This time it's Edwards-Helaire coughing it up. And once again, very good field position. The boot, not something you want to be seen. Meanwhile, that one was forced by Fred Warner and picked up by Kinlaw. Kinlaw, who forced the fumble, ends up getting a fumble recovery, while Fred Warner, one of the best linebackers in the league, forced that one. Oy, that's now 2 fumbles lost by Kansas City running backs on back-to-back possessions. This is not good if you're Kansas City. God, here we go again. Another fumble roll, but this time it's 2 through 5, 11, or 12. Can the Chiefs at least recover this one? Nope! Ladies and gentlemen, every Chiefs running back has now fumbled. Every Chiefs running back has fumbled and lost it. Unfriggin' real. Who did it this time for the Niners? Anyone, so we'll say Nick Bosa because he's the highest rated player. And Ebukam. So Bosa is now forcing the fumble. Ebukam recovers it. And yeah, the Niners once again have starting great field position. The only reason they didn't score is because their offensive line fell asleep. So Kansas City is going to have to hope they do it again. But my goodness. That's now what every running back for the Chiefs has now fumbled. So it really doesn't matter at this point. Oh my God. This is just a disaster for Kansas City. They're lucky it's still 7-0, but that could change in a minute. Let's see if it does. First and... All right, well, conveniently, the first quarter ends 7-0, and it's a 3rd and 2 from the 18. Kansas City will misread this McCaffrey run, so we're going to go to him. And on this one, McCaffrey is getting 8 yards in the first. There it is. And he goes out of bounds on the side. So Christian McCaffrey gets that run, gets 8 yards, and it'll be 1st and goal to go right at the 10. 3. Ooh, McCaffrey breaks a big one, but almost makes it to the end zone. He stops short of a yard. Gets a 9-yard gain, but can't finish the job. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Where is my fullback? I know that San Fran deploys a fullback. There he is. No more Jawan Jennings. Hello, Kyle Juszczyk. 2nd down here and 1. Can McCaffrey finish it? I believe he will. Oh, he will, all right. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey from a yard out. He would have gotten 8, but, well, you only need a yard to score, so why not? Works for me. Extra point also works. It's good from Robbie Gould, and the Niners double their lead. 14-0, just like that. The Chiefs are just fumbling this game away as we speak, as they have had 3 fumbles, and the Niners have cashed in on 2 of them. McCaffrey now adds a 1-yard TD run to this, and the Niners are making this a lot worse slowly. 14-0. Oh, don't worry. Kansas City's pretty good at this whole comeback thing, though. I'm sure they'll be fine. Maybe? Once again, the Niners are threatening as they are on the doorstep here. 2nd and 3. You know what? I'm going to try something crazy. I'm allowed to do this. A run to Deebo Samuel. I am allowed to do it. He is halfback eligible. So here we go. 2nd and 3. Chiefs don't see this coming. Short gain. This could be a touchdown. It is barely. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel. Dives for the pylon, and he gets there for a rushing touchdown. The Niners are allowed to do that. Very nice. Extra point. Good. The Niners are continuing this blowout. It is now 21-0. Ooh, what happened there? Scoreboard operators going nuts crazy again. There we go. 21-0 in favor of the Niners there. Deebo Samuel adds a 14-yard run. And this is not looking good for the Chiefs. Look, I know they can come down from big leads, but this is getting a little bit ridiculous. We got another blowout on our hands, but this time it's the Chiefs on the receiving end. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. It's because they won on our timeline, and now I'm getting my revenge. Yeah, that's totally what it is. All right, anyways. Fourth down and 7. We're certainly in Butker's range, but it's only 2 through 6 or a 12, really. Since I'm down by a lot, I'll actually go for it. Screw it. I'll go for it. Fourth down and 7 here. 22. All right, I think there's a high... I'll do it. High probability this works. You know what? Let's just make sure. Okay, fourth down and 7. 8 on a short. And no, that one's shut down. Mahomes gets sacked, and as a result, there is a turnover on downs from the 42. Yeah. Well, I overthought that one a little bit now, didn't I? Who stopped them? Fred Warner again. Another sack. He has 2 of them and a forced fumble. The San Francisco defense has just been dominant. 3 fumbles and now 3 sacks to go with it. They have just been destroying the Chiefs right now. This is not even close. All right. 49ers will get the ball back, unfortunately, with 6.5 remaining. 38. 5, I believe a fumble roll is coming. Yep, 2 through 6 or 12. It's a fumble! Chiefs get it! Finally! Kansas City has a break as McCaffrey fumbles the ball after a 2-yard gain. Finally, something goes the Chiefs' way for once. Who forced the fumble and got it? Oh, Chris Jones, of course, and Frank Clark. So Chris Jones does what he normally does, break through the line, and bam, he just forced that fumble. That's what that man does. I'd say Kansas City would be wise to pay him this offseason. I'm just saying. Not that I'm suggesting anything, but, you know, it'd probably make a good idea to pay him because of things like that. Anyways, Kansas City finally has something go their way, but they're going to, let's see if they can actually make something of it other than the last time. All right. Have an injury roll. All right, we reached a 2-minute warning, and unfortunately, we have to make an injury roll to start us off. And whoever is at the flanker is gone. That is Juju Smith-Schuster. Whoops. Well, that's kind of unfortunate for him. He is done for the day, and I need a new flanker. Oh, God, is it going to be who I think it is? Oh, dear, should I do it? I have no idea who this is. see. Okay, thankfully not. I was about to bring in Kadarius Toney, but thankfully we don't have to go that route. I'm going to move Hardman to the flanker spot. Sky Moore is now the flanker slash the slot slash fullback. So Sky Moore is coming in. I am not doing the Kadarius Toney thing, especially down this much. We don't need to see that disaster, okay? Meanwhile, we've got a 1st and 10 here with at the Niners 44 with 2 minutes left. Niners get the ball to start the second half, though, so Chiefs better score and do something or else. Pacheco's first run, which gets missed, is actually a short gain. Okay, so this works. He's going to go out of bounds 2 and then get 15 on the side. Very nice. That helps a lot. All right, 1st and 10 here. Why are you running away? How dare you? 1st and 10 from the 29. 7. It's a 7-yard gain if it holds. But it won't because the penalty net play never happened. False start against the Chiefs. He's not in the Chiefs, is he? I can't even blame this on, who's that one guy? Juan Taylor or whatever, because he's still with the Jaguars in this version. Dang it. I'm going to say he did it anyway. It's just because I can. 1st and 15. All right. Meanwhile, this time it's going to the receiver being McCole Hardman, who's in there. And Hardman gets 6 in a first. No, he doesn't get a first. It is 1st down, but it is 2nd. Chiefs will hurry up, meanwhile, so I'll allow him to... All right. 1st down here. Where's Hardman at? There he is. 2nd and 9. It's 9. We're doing Kelsey now. Kelsey's only getting 4. Okay, I'm not going to have him use a timeout. So Kelsey only gets 4 yards. Okay, 3rd and 5. You know what? We'll try Sky Moore. Why not? 8 on a flat. And it's going to Sky Moore. And Sky Moore does absolutely nothing. Incomplete. Woof. That hurts. All right, it's 4th and 5. I'm going to risk it and go for it. I'm down by 3 touchdowns. I got to try something different. 4th down and 5. Can we do it? Oh, excuse me, 4th and 4. My bad. Even better. 4 on a flat. No, and instead it's going to be an interception roll, which is going to be absolutely meaningless. It's incomplete no matter what, and the Niners will take over at the 23. Wait, hold on. All right, forgive me. I had a little bit of a brain fart, and the referees were telling me incorrect information. It's actually the 22 that they're getting it, the Niners. Whoops! Dang refs, they're always screwing with us here. What is with them? How dare they? Come after all of them. I'm going to have a talk with them over the off season about this. This is not unacceptable. Meanwhile, Juwan Jennings is back in. 1st and 10. I'm going to go to him right off the bat. We've got all 3 timeouts in a minute set change. Sure, why not? Niners do get the ball again to start the second half, excuse me. And right off the bat, Juwan Jennings is getting 5. They're going to hurry up. The Niners do. So that's not going to waste too much time, but they could have done without that. All right. 2nd and 5 now. 7 on a short. Oh, and Purdy takes another sack. That is not supposed to happen. Guess what? The Chiefs are calling a timeout after that. That is their 2nd. And you can give Chris Jones credit for that sack. Who else on that one? 5th of the day for the Chiefs. My goodness. All right, you know what? Might as well. 3rd down. I'm going to try it just for the heck of it. It's not like this hasn't worked in the past. 7 on the long. I bet you that's a sack. Yep, that is another sack. Purdy goes down, and the Chiefs are burning their final timeout just because they can. They're going to get some really good field position as Derek Nandi gets another sack. That's his second. And we got 6 sacks for the Chiefs. Wow. Okay, so at least they're sacking the quarterback, but they can't do anything on offense. That's the issue. Meanwhile, we have a 48-yard punt and a potential penalty to go with it. 41. How much was the punt again? 48. I'm having a bad, rough morning, in case you couldn't tell. I'm, like, not awake yet. It's this winter weather. That's what's doing it. Meanwhile, the punt goes for a return of 13 if it stands. So Chiefs actually have some really good field position, but that's if this holds up. What's their penalty on? Nothing, so they'll get it from the 45. Well, that helps them a lot. All right. So the Chiefs have 30 seconds to pull this off, but they have no timeout, so there's that problem. So realistically, if they they can take 1 sack, since that's been a thing this game, but that's as far as we can go here, so I'm going to have to figure this one out. All right, well, I'm going to bring another receiver in here so I can got some options. Is it Tony or Watson? Who's better down deep? And there's Watson. He's got a thing on the 9. All right. Where is Kadarius Toney? I know that's kind of... You know what's funny? Tony is actually the better deep threat, so I'll bring him in. Should I do it and try it and just do, like, go full-blown meme on this, or no? Or should I just play it safe and go Hardman? Oh, boy. Decisions. So realistically, the only way I can pull this off is with a deep shot. My deep shot specialist has failed us scantling, if I'm being honest, but I'll try Hardman once. All right, I only got 1 shot to make this work, really. First down and 10, unless I roll a D. All right, here we go. First and 10. I think it's... Yeah, Niners are obviously depending pass. 12 on a long. Whoa, long gain. Oh, well, it's not a touchdown. And a D. Okay, let's see where we end up here. That's not a touchdown, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. But it is a 41-yard pass play. The Chiefs have it all the way down to the 4. And they managed to stop the clock. Valdez-Scantling gets a 41-yard completion from Mahomes. His first catch of the day. And we have a decision to make here on 1st and goal to go. I need 4 yards. But if I take a sack, that ends the half. Remember, Chiefs have no timeouts. Fortunately, we can get this. So, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Put Kelsey in over here. I'm taking Sky Moore and Tony out. You know who I know who I'm looking for here. I have to bring a halfback in just for posterity's sake. I'm not going to run it. I guess if I'm going to have anybody run in case I want to, crazy enough to try that option, McKinnon. Where is Noah Gray? There he is. I want Noah Gray in. I want the blocking back in. I'm going to try at least 1 shot here. Again, if I take a sack, that's a problem. Fortunately, if I do flat passes, that neutralizes that threat. So I guess we'll try a flat pass to Kelsey. I've got 2 chances to get this in. Otherwise, I'm going to be left with a very tough decision. So here's shot number 1. Does it work? No, and even worse, there's a penalty. Which is actually going against the 49ers, number 6. Oof. It is illegal contact against the defense, half the distance to the goal. That does not do anything, really. And that doesn't help the Chiefs at all either, so... Ouch. 1st and goal to go from the 2. I'll try Noah Gray. We got 2 chances to make this work. Yeah, that kind of wasted a chance. 8. We're looking at Noah Gray. Does he catch it? Yes, he does. Touchdown. Touchdown with a second to spare. Noah Gray catches that one from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs managed to do it. Very nice. The extra point, meanwhile, from Harrison Butker. Uh-oh. We have a penalty to roll, though. Doesn't matter. No good. Harrison Butker kind of shanks it. Oh, even when the Chiefs get something good, they find some way to screw it up. Good job, buddy. You really messed up there. Oh, boy. But it doesn't really matter. The Chiefs get the touchdown. This game looks a little bit more respectable. 21-6 in favor of the Niners. They'll get the ball to start the second half, but we have a second left, so I guess we were doing this. Yeah, so the Niners will get the ball back at the 25. Do I want to mess around and actually do like a random long pass and just see what happens? Oh, hell, I get the ball back to start in the second half. Purdy's going to take a knee. There's no reason for me to go crazy. And yeah, that's basically how the half is going to end. I'm not going to go nuts. So there you go. 21-6 right at the half there. That was oh, that worked out for Kansas City there at the half. But an otherwise forgettable half for Kansas City. That was just a disaster. Brock Purdy, as I'm looking at the 49ers stats. Purdy, 11 for 14, 121 in the touchdown. That's pretty good. Touchdown went to Deebo Samuel, who has 2 of them. Running and receiving. I think he might be a good candidate for MVP of this game, huh? Christian McCaffrey, 12:45, a TD, but then lost a fumble. 49ers really haven't had a dominant receiver, but they really haven't needed it either. They've been spreading the ball around like they normally would, so that's worked out well. How about Fred Warner? 3 sacks and a forced fumble. My goodness, he's also in consideration. This has been the story of this game, though. Fumbles, fumbles, and more fumbles. Every Kansas City running back has a fumble, a lost fumble to their name. Mahomes doesn't, but he's a quarterback. But regardless, this is just a mess. Kansas, you really got to fix that, guys. Mahomes, meanwhile, is doing okay, but not usual Mahomes-y. Niners defense has kind of something to do with that. Nothing really doing in the receiving department, really. Kelsey, 5 for 33. Noah Gray has that 2-yard receiving TD. The Chiefs have 6 sacks and a forced fumble, though, so there's that. Frank Clark and Nandi, or whatever, both have 2. So both defenses are actually doing okay. It's just all those fumbles are coming back to haunt the Chiefs in more ways than one. So it is kind of unfortunate, but alas, that's how this game has gone. Meanwhile, the 49ers will actually get this ball to start the second half here. So unfortunately, the Chiefs' defense is once again going to be asked to hold them, but we'll see how this game ends up. We know the Chiefs are capable of pulling these late comebacks. They did in our time from down 10. Well, in this game, they were down 21. So let's see what happens here. Commence the second half. Well, this drive has gone really well for the Niners thus far. They've been getting up long plays, and now the Chiefs were offsides after they stopped Christian McCaffrey, so it's now 1st and 5. Fun times. Oh, speaking of stopping McCaffrey, they did it again. Okay, so at least there's that, but they allowed him to get like a 14-yard run beforehand, so it's not been pretty. Meanwhile, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, sure. Can I short pass into McCaffrey? How's that work? Oh, you can. Oh, all right, we'll try it. 2nd and 5. 8 on a short. McCaffrey has 10 yards if this is up, which it won't. Number 6. Someone hold it. Yep, someone held. I should have known. Ugh. Holding penalty against the Niners. It's now 2nd and 15. Well, isn't that unfortunate? Bummer. You know what? We're going to try it again with this. And the Chief will miss this. The end run, the Deebo Samuel. Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, but does this penalty actually count? Opponent number 6, it does not. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel does it again. He would have had 51 yards, but he only needed 30 to score. And for the second time this game, Deebo Samuel scores on a long TD run. Wow. Unbelievable. Extra point, meanwhile. Uh-oh. Well, it would be good. Kansas City was offsides. I will enforce that on the kickoff, but the extra point is good nevertheless. And once again, Deebo Samuel finds Pater on another long run, this time from 30 yards out. And the Niners extend their lead to 28-6. Oh, Kansas City, you're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to have 3 points for a comeback, not 6. You're doomed now. You've scored twice as many points, okay? You screwed up now, okay? So now you're not going to come back. It's 28-3. Did you not get the memo? Some teams, they just can't do things correctly. Well, regardless, speaking of doing things not things correctly, their Kansas City's defense isn't really doing it. Yeah, they kind of need a miracle here. Otherwise, yeah, this could be a problem. But the scores are not 28-3, so there's your first and only problem. So I think they're doomed. All right, kickoff. Let's hope this goes better. Just to make sure, keep Niners off balance. 1st and 10. 5 on an end run, guessed wrong, and this is the disaster. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. Well, that's a 5, which means it's a fumble. And here we go again. Pacheco fumbles yet another football. You've got to be kidding me. This is officially going from bad to worse. As Pacheco coughs up his 2nd fumble ball of the game. Okay, don't take that the wrong way, but you get the idea. And of course, it's Fred Warner forcing it and recovering. Jeez. Fred Warner is making a case for MVP of this game, no doubt. Him and Deebo Samuel. Good grief. The Niners have it at the Kansas City 25, just like that. Unreal. This is going from bad to worse to even worse-er, if that's even a word. Yikes. All right. Gold mean at this range, 2 through 7 or 12. Kick is up. That is none of the above, and instead it's no good from 47. Robbie Gould shanks it. Nope. Nobody, nope. No harm, no foul for Kansas City off the turnover. As Robbie Gould misses a field goal. Oh, well, I can't get them all, I guess. So Kansas City dodges one thanks to the Frank Clark sack, and it's still 28-6. Five on a long gain. He got it. Ooh, this is going to be a big one. I think it might be a touchdown. It is touchdown. It would have gone for 70, and instead it goes for 63 to McCole Hardman. Wow, there you go, Kansas City. That works. 63 yards from Mahomes to McCole Hardman. Excellent. Okay, now, I think I'm going to go for the 2-point conversion here. And I might as well, because of just how the score is set. On second thought, extra point. Nah, not yet. We don't need to do it this early. Extra point attempt instead, and yeah, it's good. And I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, we should probably, never mind. I'd rather be down 15 instead of 16, so extra point is good from Harrison Butker. He doesn't miss this time, and Kansas City now has yet another touchdown, a long one to McCole Hardman, 63 yards, and suddenly the Chiefs might actually be back in this. Don't look now, but they're threatening to come back. They were down 22. Maybe you can come down from 28 to 6. Who knew? I always thought it was 28 to 3, but alas, here we are. All right, let's. I saw that coming from a mile away, apparently. Okay, 3rd and 9. 10 on a short. And there you go. Long gain. George Kittle. Might have a touchdown even, if it's rolled correctly. I think he could. No, but he gets 60. Oh! George Kittle gets all the way down to the 1. He almost had it. Managed to slip through Kansas City's defense. They just left completely blanked and left Kittle wide open. He almost got a touchdown, but someone caught him at the very last second at the 1. Oh, that stinks. That really, really stinks. But nevertheless, it's 1st and goal to go at the 1 for San Francisco. And I think we all know what's coming now. Can McCaffrey punch it in? Maybe. If this is an 8 through a 12, it's a touchdown. And then instead, it's a fumble. But who gets it? Oh, no. McCaffrey fumbles. It's recovered in the back of the end zone. Touchback. Kansas City gets the ball at the 20. And by the way, I rolled it right this time. I'll admit for the Super Bowl game, I screwed up. Well, we'll pretend that didn't happen, but this time it happened for real. Oh, dang it. Wait a minute. What did I roll again? Hold on 1 second.
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron. Now take your ass on down to Oshag Hennessy's office right now and tell him exactly what you did.
Who?
Oshag Hennessy!
Principal O'Shaughnessy?
Get out of my goddamn classroom before I break my foot off in your ass, insubordinate!
Upon further review, it is indeed a fumble. I rolled the wrong card, and it ended up being 7 through 11, but thankfully for the Chiefs, I rolled a 6. So it's still a fumble and a recovery in the end zone. Who did this time? Karlaftis? And, well, we'll say Chris Jones, just because he's the highest. So Chris Jones gets the fumble, and Karlaftis stops McCaffrey right before he can get in. Wow. So that 60-yard pass play goes all for naught as Kansas City's defense avoids disaster by the narrowest of margins there. McCaffrey had it, and no. So alas, it's a touchback since it happened in the end zone. Kansas City gets it at the 20, and alas, here we go. And yeah, like I said, I'm pretty certain this time I did it correctly. So, upon further review, dang referees, they're always trying to screw with me. Anyways, moving on. Chiefs are in the red zone. Well. It's 1st and 10 here. What is going on? Maybe it's happening after all. Or the Chiefs could be going back 2 yards. There's also that possibility. Whoopsies! The Niners' run defense is really good, in case anyone hasn't figured it out. Ugh. 2nd and 12. 8 on a flat. Oh, that was close. This is going towards Sky Moore, who is getting nothing. Incomplete. All right, 3rd and 12. Four on a short, and Kelsey gets 11. Oh, he just almost had it there. Almost. So Kelsey gets 12, but I'm afraid he is short by a single yard there. And now Kansas City has a decision to make here. 4th and 1. I'm going for it. I am 100% going for it. Why not? 4th and 1. I mean, we're down 15. I got to do it. All right, here we go. 11. Okay, this is not the end of the world here. First, the interception roll. 2, 3, or a 12. It's incomplete if you couldn't tell. But what's this penalty roll? Oh, no. The Niners lined up offsides. Are you kidding me? San Francisco lined up offsides. Automatic first down. Unreal. Oh, you can't make this up. Give me Noah Gray and give me a 1st and 10. You gotta be kidding me. It would have been an incomplete pass, too. That's the sad part. All right, 1st and 10. 1st and goal to go, excuse me. My bad. Uh-oh. Now, what's the penalty roll? Nothing, so guess what? Touchdown! McKinnon would have had 6, and instead he needs 5 to score. So no harm, no foul, but nevertheless, it's a touchdown. Kansas City pulls within 9, and let's see if we can make it 8. Extra point is maybe good. No, it is good. Okay, so at least Bucker doinked that one too, so he almost missed another one. He missed one earlier. One wonders how that's going to come back to haunt the Chiefs potentially, but nevertheless, look at what we have here. It was 28-6, and now the gap has been cut to 28-20. I guess maybe you can come back from 28-6. My goodness, the Chiefs have stormed back. Don't everybody act surprised. It's not like we don't know they're capable of doing this, all right? 28-20 with 1 and change in the 3rd still. My goodness. How do they keep getting away with it? Meanwhile, touchback. Wow, look at that. Niners decided to drive. I think they finally woke up. Kansas City just committed an offsides penalty, so it is 1st and 10 from the 16. 1st and 5 from the 16. Oh, hey, here's another end run to Samuel. Not like this hasn't worked. This time it only gets 7, but no, we'll take it. And that's a 1st down, actually, for Deebo Samuel. So they tried going back to that end run again, and it works out. So it's 1st and goal to go from the 9. 4, it was missed, but it doesn't matter. Incomplete. Was looking for Purdy was looking for Samuel and found nothing. 2nd and 9. Chiefs will guess this wrong again. 8. And McCaffrey gets nothing as he's stuffed. We're going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Yeah, I'll try it. All right, we'll try him. Chiefs will think pass, of course. 7. I think they'll be okay. Oh, yeah, they sacked him. They sacked him again. Oh, another sack of Brock Purdy, and I believe we've got the high linebacker now. Let me roll this. Bolton or Gay? Bolton. Nick Bolton gets in on the blitz there. That is the 8th sack of Brock Purdy this game. That is ridiculous. Wow, 8 sacks. That's amazing. Speaking of amazing, let's see if we can get this 35-yard field goal from Robbie Gould, as it's 4th down and 18. I'm not going for it, obviously. Let's see if we can get the points and try to extend the lead. Gould's kick from 35 is up. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm reading the wrong card. That's Brian. That might be a bad idea. 13 to 22. Okay, good thing I was writing the right card there. Otherwise, that would be a problem. But it's good. Field goal is good from Robbie Gould. He makes this one after missing one earlier in the game. So Robbie Gould converts from 35, and the Niners are back. We got a 11-point lead. Their 2-score lead has been restored with 11:45 left in this fourth quarter. But Kansas City has been scoring at will. All right, Kansas City needs at least a touchdown, and then we'll see what happens from after the fact. Oh, I kind of need to roll a kickoff. Let's see if they can do it. All right. Kansas City's in scoring range here with 7 minutes remaining. Mahomes just went over 300 yards, by the way. But it's 1st and 10 from the 13. Kansas City is driving. And that was easy. Touchdown. 13 yards. That's what Kelsey got. That's exactly what the Chiefs needed to score. And there you go. Taylor Swift fans rejoice. Your boy has actually done something good. You get the idea. Well, I believe this is the part where I go for 2. And I'm going to say yes. 2-point conversion incoming. This would put the game to a 3-point deficit. If not, it stays at the score you see below. Noah Gray is back in. Sure, why not? All right, we just need 2 yards to bring this within 3. 9, 2 to receiver. Does Kelsey catch this one? 2. Yes, he does. He would have gotten 7. He just needs 2. 2-point conversion is good. And Kansas City pulls within a field goal. And don't look now, but they might just complete the comeback. Got 6:45 remaining to get at least a field goal, but the Niners will get the ball. Oh my goodness, this is a very tight one. 31-28. Could be anybody's game. 2-minute warning, and the Chiefs are in field goal range and driving on top of that. Oh boy. All right, 1st and 10 here. Ball at the 28. Everybody's got their timeouts remaining here. A short gain, unfortunately, for Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who gets 12 in a first. Fortunately, he gets forced out. So there you go. So Valdez-Scantling gets 12. 1st and 10 from the 16. This is not good. You know the Chiefs are going for the win here. A field goal ties it, though. 11 on a short. And Mahomes gets sacked again. Ouchies. Javon Kinlaw will get credit for that one. That is the Niners' 6th sack of the game. The Chiefs have 9, by the way. How do I want to do this? I'm going to let the clock go here. I don't want the Niners to have as much time as possible. All right, 2nd down and 17. I mean, as long as Mahomes doesn't throw a pick or get sacked too many times, we're fine. To the receiver, to Kelsey. Oh, that's bad. He just lost a yard. Oof. Gets pushed out, and yeah, Kelsey just lost a yard. That wasn't supposed to happen. No, he has 98, not 88. All right, 3rd and whatever that is supposed to be. Oh dear, that's 3rd and 18. Ugh. They might have to go for the tie after all. What's Bucker looking at? A 2 through an 8 at the moment. All right. Do I take a shot downfield? I'm tempted to do it, or do I play it safe? Remember, I need at least 18. Valdez Scantling can actually make it. All right. We'll try it. Let's hopefully this isn't a sack. 6 and a short. It's a 12-yard completion. He gets to the 12. It's still going to be 4th down. So Valdez Scantling is short. And the reason I only did that the timer for 1 is because the 49ers are taking a timeout. That is their first. Because it's about to be a 4th and 6. I think it's pretty obvious what I'm doing here. So Butker's going to attempt a 20-yard field goal for the tie. Unless this is a 12, he should be okay. Double sixes would basically put Kansas City in a very bad situation. Everything else is fine. Kick us up. Okay, we're good. That's what I thought would happen. Kick is good, and we are tied with a minute remaining there. And we have a tie ball game. Harrison Butker makes the field goal, and the Chiefs, at least for the time being, have completed the comeback, but the game is tied, much like in our actual timeline. Now the only question is, did the Chiefs leave Brock Purdy and company too much time? We've got a minute left, 2 timeouts. Niners can still win this. Let's see what happens here. Here's the kickoff. Niners are going to start from their own 25 with a minute remaining here. Okay. Let's see where we need to go for the end of Robbie Gould's field goal range here. Robbie Gould's field goal range, for those wondering, is the 37. We're going to need it. Speaking of 37, we need that much. Well, actually 38. Never mind. Close enough. 37, 38. I can math. I swear. All right. We're going to need to pick this up a little bit. So, yeah. 1st and 10. 2 timeouts for the Niners, 3 for the Chiefs. 6 to start us off. We have 11 and a first. And on top of that, Kittle went out of bounds. Excellent. Whew. All right, we're off to a good start. 1st and 10 from the 36 with 52 remaining. I can't do the same play twice, so it's got to go to Ayuk. 2, and it's going to Ayuk. And he's getting nothing, incomplete. Purdy was looking for Ayuk and found nothing. All right, it is 2nd down here and 10 from the 36. We're close, but not quite. Eight on a short. It's 10 yards and the first. I will stop the clock, by the way, as Samuel picks up 10 on that completion. He gets the first. And the Niners, in case you couldn't tell, just used a timeout. That is their second They're down to 1. 52 seconds remaining. Tick, 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 tick. Excuse me, 37. I'm giving them more time than I thought. Oops. Oh, we're going to have an injury rule, and on top of that, it's an incomplete pass. Purdy was looking for Kittle. As for the Chiefs defender that went down, this is pretty much meaningless at this point, but I still got to roll it through. This is a note to self, and that's their right linebacker who is gone. So, for posterity's sake, that is Willie Gay. So I will make a note to self in case I roll his card. Could still happen. Nevertheless, he is down, and we're up to 2nd and 10. I'm going to try a long shot downfield, and we're looking at, I think Ayuk is my best option. All right. We'll try one. 2nd down. How about nothing? Miss Purdy's and throws is incomplete to Ayuk. All right, now I guess we're forced with 3rd down here. 11 on a short, and that's going to be a problem. Uh-oh. 2 through 6, this is picked off. Anything else, it's incomplete. And it's intercepted. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's intercepted. 13-yard down the field on that one. So, 1 second as I try to figure this out. Interception happens here, and the return. This could be really big depending on what happens. It's probably not going to go too far. Nope, he gets tackled literally right away. Okay, that's kind of interesting there. So it'll be kind of important for clock purposes. So Purdy looks for Ayuk, and he completes it, but not to Ayuk. He completes it instead to Trent McDuffie, who does not play for the Niners. Trent McDuffie picks it off, and we have our first big play from the Kansas City. Well, okay, secondary. Sorry, I'm like blanking out there. And suddenly Kansas City can win this. Unbelievable. Now, this is not the end. This does not automatically mean they can win it here. Where is Harrison Butker's field goal range? 45. What? For real? Okay. So Kansas City only needs 14 yards to get into Butker field goal range. Okay, well, that's interesting. They have 2 chances to pull this off. And they have all their timeouts. I'm looking at a short field goal, basically. Long field goal, basically. That's what this comes down to. 1st and 10. I've got 2 chances to pull this off here. I mean, down and distance really doesn't matter at this juncture, but you know what? This doesn't really matter at this point, so 1st and 10 from the 41. Let's try it. 7. Mahomes is going to have to take off. That's not an issue, unless this is a high roll. He'll get 15 if this stands. And the play never happens, which is going to hurt Kansas City more than anything else. Offsetting penalties. Like I said, that's going to hurt Kansas City more than anything else. So Mahomes' 15-yard run all goes for naught. Ugh, you hate to see it. All right, I'm being forced into a long pass play here. The Hardman. Here we go. I still have a timeout, so let's see it. Try it. 8 on a long. You son of a bleep. They did it again, didn't they? Well, let's see what this is first. 48 yards. Oh, 39 there. And the Chiefs are going to take a timeout. That's their first. You've got to be kidding me. They did it again. The Chiefs escaped again. They're going to do it again. No way. How much was that again? I completely got lost in all of that. Oh, dear. 41. My bad. You have to be kidding me. Valdez-Scantling catches it 41 yards downfield and somehow manages... Mahomes just throws one and says, receiver out there somewhere. And he manages to get it to Valdez-Scantling. And they call it the timeout right... And Andy Reid calls a timeout right before the clock expires. Hey, he actually figured out how time management works. Yay. All right. Field goal for the win. Bucker, unless this is a 12, it's game over. Kick is up, and it ain't happening because the Niners call timeout. I have to ice the kicker anyways. All right. Unless this is a 12, this kick is good. Bucker for the win from 28. Is good. The Chiefs win. Somehow. I don't know how they did it, but they did. Unfreaking real. Just like in our timeline, Kansas City pulls a miracle comeback at the very last second. Harrison Butker makes the kick. And much to the dismay of 49ers fans, just like in our timeline, the game ends with the Chiefs winning and pulling off a comeback from 28-9 to 34-31. Okay, I guess you can come back from that range, but still, my goodness. Okay, for starters, I misspoke. It was actually 28-6, but still, they did it again. Kansas City, what is it with them? My goodness. Niners were actually having a really good game, too, as I recap the stats. Kittle had over 100 yards receiving. Samuel had 3 TDs. McCaffrey had the 4th. Purdy threw for 274 and a TD, but that last interception at the end of the game did it. The interception by Trent McDuffie basically got him. Otherwise, the Niners would have had a good shot at overtime, if not winning. And Fred Warner, I probably would have picked him for MVP. 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery had they won. But alas, it was not meant to be, I'm afraid. On the Chiefs' end, Mahomes, 39 for 50, 408 and 3 TDs. This shouldn't surprise anybody, but I'm going to give him the MVP of this game, just like in our timeline. What else is new, okay? You got to give it to the quarterback. I don't make the rules. Never mind. I know, the Kansas City run game did nothing, but look at this. This is just obscene. Valdez-Scantling and Hardman went over 100 yards. Scantling had that long TD pass. Travis Kelce almost had 100 yards, but will take 98 and a touchdown. He'll take it. Noah Gray had the other touchdown. And Kansas City's defense, how about them? 9 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and the pick at the end from Trent McDuffie that helped get them that shot. And they somehow pull it off 34-31. So just like in our timeline, they pull off a comeback to win the Super Bowl. Unlike in our timeline, they don't need overtime to do it, so the Niners will have no need to get confused over the overtime rules, which fortunately in this game is basically simple. So, I mean, I don't know how they got away with it again. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone, but alas, the Chiefs won that game. Sorry, everyone. I failed you. Even in Strat-O-Matic football, the Chiefs somehow have superpowers. So, Chiefs win that one by a field goal, and that's the way it is. So, unbelievable comeback, and yeah, that's how it goes. So, just like in the last playthrough, the Chiefs win this Super Bowl too. Same with our timeline. Oh well. We'll get them next time, dang it. Anyways, we're done with celebrating winners. Next week, Loser Bowl begins. We'll start with the two teams in our playthrough that did the worst in the AFC. So that means Jets and Ravens. Sorry, but you're going to be fighting over last place, whether you like it or not. I'm totally making sure the Jets lose that game, by the way. I have to play it fairly, so go Ravens. I'm just kidding. I'll be fair. I'll be nice. But anyways, after that, then we've got Bears, Panthers representing the NFC. And whoever loses those will endure the live Loser Bowl stream 3 weeks from today. And then we get to all point and laugh at the loser. After that, I have no idea what we're doing, so I'll think of something. Maybe I'll do the Loser Bowl in our real timeline, which of course would bring us Panthers Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that sounds real interesting. I'll think about it. But anyways, thank you so much for joining in and watching this insane comeback. Feel free to leave complaints in the comment sections about how I failed America by having the Chiefs win. I mean, you could also press the other buttons too. That would be more helpful. But yeah, there's also that. So anyways, I'm out and I'm going to shake my camera in the process. All right, I'm out of here. Bye, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to go in the other room and cry now because I just did that.